had a debate on foreign aid, and I had a bill to cut foreign aid by 1%. People come to me and says, well, could you exempt Israel? I said, well, no, I'm not going to exempt anybody. It's a 1% cut. And so the debate heated up, and I'm listening to all these guys talking about, these guys, they're just against the foreigners, they're against this, they're against that. And I'm listening to it, I'm roasting up there, Paul. And I said, listen, as far as I'm concerned, you're nothing but a bunch of political prostitutes. I'm disgusted with you. That was it. They jumped up like 100 wounded TV evangelists. They demanded that my aggressive, caustic remarks be stricken from the record for all eternity. So there's a dear friend of mine, chairman from North Carolina, Walter Jones. He was an older fellow then. His son, he was a Democrat. His son is now in that seat, Walter Jones Jr., who's a Republican. Figure that out. But anyway, Walter Jones just loved me, and he said, okay, Big Mouth, he said, I think you better apologize. You get a lot of money out of this place. Well, I did, because I used all the little machinations, points of order. I destroyed bills if they forgot my people. But anyway, make a long story short, they were really, really upset. So I decided to apologize, and I went up to the podium. I said, Mr. Speaker, to all the members of the House of Representatives who are in fact offended by my remarks, referring to you as a bunch of political prostitutes, I apologize. I said, Mr. Speaker, to all the members of the House of Representatives who are in fact not offended by my remarks and referring to you as a bunch of political prostitutes, I command. I walked out and they were saying, what did that guy say? I can't stand that guy. They're going. So I go outside, right outside the lobby there. There's this little crew, radio crew, I think. And they put the microphone under my face and they said, tell us what you really feel, Sheriff. Because I used to be sheriff. And I thought about it, Paul, and I said, I want to apologize to all the hookers in America for having associated them with the United States House of Representatives. Now, Ron, it played every 15 minutes in the D.C. area, and Johnny Carson led his show off that night with that statement. Any more questions?
America's last folk hero, America's last Minuteman, end the IRS, divorce the Fed, restore liberty, take action, and now, LetFreedomRing2014.com, the radio show, paid for by Jim Condit Jr. for Congress, 2014.
That's what you'll hear this Sunday night at 10 p.m. on 55 KRC. This is Jim Condit Jr. I'm running against John Boehner in the 8th District of Ohio for Congress. I was the last traveling companion with Jim Traficant to the last 5 or 6 speeches he gave, and we're all stunned by his tragic death, but we are determined to carry on. I and a number of others were working with Jim Traficant so that he would be the nationwide leader of a lot of candidates and all of us. We were even talking about him running for president against Hillary in the Democratic primary of Iowa caucus and beyond, which would have been one of the more hilarious episodes in the history of American politics. Our radio show starts tonight, Sunday night, November 2nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 550 AM WKRC, the same station that carries Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Glenn Beck, Mark Levin, and Dave Ramsey, and Coast to Coast AM in Cincinnati. If you're not in the Midwest, then you can hear the show on the worldwide internet at www.55krc.com. And we're also conducting a worldwide Facebook event, and you can find all this information at the top of LetFreedomRing2014.com. Now, if you're looking at this video past the event, then a replay will be posted in the video and audio section of LetFreedomRing2014.com. But let's let the professional guy give you the website. See you Sunday night at 10.
LetFreedomRing2014.com.
That's
Let freedomring2014.com.